Hey Ocean Flow fan, welcome to the Ocean Flow Talk Show. Here we go as we flow and flow as we go. Do you feel me? What does that mean, you guys? That just means that throughout life, no matter what is going on, you just gotta remember to flow. Okay, so this is just gonna be a random talk show of different things, all things including spirituality, all things including self-love, self-care, self-awareness, all things about loving who you are. I pray that you discover who you are while watching our videos. I pray that it gives you insight and inspiration on diving deep within yourself and loving yourself more, because you can't pour into anybody else's cup unless your cup is overflowing. So I pray that your cup overflows with blessings from this show. I pray that, each and every video, whatever we may be discussing, reaches you at a time that you need to be reached. And I love you. I pray that you know that I love you. I don't have to know you, but you are my brother and sister, whoever you are or may be in this lifetime. So yes, I wanted to share a quote to start off. This is a quote that I really love by Bruce Lee, and it says, "Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend." So what I take from this quote is the empty your mind. I'm just going to kind of dissect it. Is so important. A lot of times our mind's first instinct is going to all things negative, which in turn creates negative experiences, negative emotions, negative thoughts, negative feelings. So we need to empty our mind and be like water. Water, no matter what is going on, if we think of the flow of a river, the flow of a lake, the flow of the ocean, no matter what is in that lake, in that river, in that ocean, the rocks, the stumps, the trees, water always finds a way to still flow around it. It may crash against it. It just becomes its environment. It adjusts quickly to what's going on. So I pray that you can do the same and that I can do the same, because that's something I'm working on within myself, is working on becoming more positive, being more positive, speaking positive affirmations over myself. And by this end of this video, I will speak some, and I pray that you repeat them back to yourself, so that you can feel the love and the positivity being shared your way. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this talk show. I pray that you like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the subscribe button. I am speaking 100,000 subscribers by the end of a month of just being in existence. I know that it is possible, because nothing is impossible for me, just like nothing is impossible for you. So keep following your dreams, keep chasing after what drives you, and the thing that sets your soul on fire. This very talk show is what sets my soul on fire. It's what makes me feel alive, to be able to give you inspiration to uplift the people around me. And sometimes that's also my greatest downfall. Sometimes I want to become God, not in a way that I want to become God, but to the point where I try to put my hands into situations where my hands needs to be pulled out of. So many times I want to help people more than they want to help themselves. So in turn, I end up getting hurt. I end up being depressed. I end up, I don't want to change who I am because I am who I am. I am who he says I am. But we have to learn that everyone evolves at different levels. Everyone is on their own different and separate path and journey. And we cannot change them. You cannot change anyone. The only person that can change them is them. And the first step of change is being willing. You have to be willing to change. It cannot be forced. Change cannot be forced. Change is hard. Change is inevitable. Change must occur. There's a Life Jennings song, and he was like, the only thing that's constant is change. And change. That's real. I'm getting chill bumps. That's confirmation right there. That is the only thing that is constant in this world. We see it every single day. It's change. And we have to be willing to adjust to the change. So what can you do to adjust to the change? You have to change. That's it. So I pray that was a word for somebody, because that had to be a word for somebody. But anywho, I love me. I love me some me. Do you want to say hey, Mia? Come here. Say hey to the camera. I'm going to introduce you all to my babies. I don't have any kids, but I do have 2 special babies in my life. Come here. Say hey. Here she is. This is, come here. She's very timid. Can I get a sugar? Give me sugar. Oh, give me paw. Give me paw. This is Mia. Mia is a Bashan and Poodle mix. Okay, there's enough kisses now. My sweet girl, who I pray is pregnant soon. Are you pregnant, Mama Mia? Are you pregnant? Come here, Liam. Come here. Tell everybody, hey, come here. Then we have Liam, but Liam's being stubborn. That is my male dog. He's way older than her, so he's like, granddaddy stuck in his ways, granddaddy. Say hey, Liam. Say hey. You don't have to have an attitude. Bye. That was rude. She got it. So that's me and Liam. Those are my kitties, whom I love so much. I live in Huntsville, Alabama, and I am from a little city called Dothan, Alabama. I have actually been contemplating making this video for so long. Okay, fear. Fear is the hugest downfall of human beings. The number one thing that holds anybody back from doing anything is fear. I was listening to a sermon by Mike Todd the other day, and he was like, you know why they lie? You know why they lie? And he goes, they lie because they scared. They scared of you. They scared of you. And I just got to thinking about, like, that is why people lie. Because they scared. Don't lie because you scared. And I know a lot of us do be lying sometimes. I'm really honestly not really a liar unless I have to lie. Like, so I guess I have to lie in the fact, like, I'm just like truly scared of the consequences, I guess. But as far as like me lying to someone, like how these men be lying, I ain't one of those lies. I ain't one of those lies now. But I know we all lie. I ain't gonna sit here and judge nobody. That ain't for me to do. But some of y'all lie. Like y'all lie. Okay? Lie. But y'all remember back in the day, that word could not be used. I was raised by my grandparents. That word could not be used in the house. Lie. Baby, that was like saying a cuss word. That was like saying. you know, that was like saying a cuss word. So it'd be so funny now that even now when I'm around them and I say the word lie, I like bite my tongue. Cause I'm like, ooh, it's okay now to say that? It's okay now. I don't cuss around them though. That is not, I don't feel or believe you should. I'm actually working on my cussing because I don't want to cuss at all. But I definitely don't cuss around my parents or my grandparents. I feel like that is very disrespectful. And there's just a certain level of respect you don't cross, no matter what age you become. And I know this generation may not believe that. But you are shortening your days, baby. I ain't gonna go too far in it. Because I love my God. And he loves me. I love me some Jesus, my brother, too. I love my brother. Ugh, I get so warm inside talking about Jesus because he's just my ride or die. That's my ride or die. Especially in this period. Right now, I'm going through a period of isolation. And isolation brings transformation, especially when you are actually putting in the shadow work to heal your past traumas, to love on your inner child, the inner child that didn't get the love you so desperately deserved as a child, or you felt that you needed. So when you become an adult, that inner child starts to try to come back out and get those things it didn't receive. And then at a point, you actually have to give that inner child them things, because then you could start trying to give that child them things from things that are not of goodness. So then you begin to lose self. So this is a journey of self-love, loving yourself, being kind to yourself, giving yourself the grace that is necessary in unlearning the things that you have been taught all your life that you believe was right. But now that you're grown, you're like, I shouldn't be doing that. Like, my mama did that, but that ain't right there. So now you got to start teaching yourself things differently. Like, and you know, like when you've been taught things so much and it's been put into you, it's hard to unteach yourself them things. That's hard. That's why the shadow work is hard, because you're breaking them generational curses. Because them things that's within you that they got going on, been in them for years. We talking thousands of years of traumas. Yes, when a new child is born, guess what she receives from them parents? They traumas. Yes. So now you're trying to figure out, ooh, why I do that like my mama? Ooh, why I say them things like my daddy? Because they in you. It's not on you. It's in you. I'm just saying. So you got to work on them things, especially when you know they don't bring good things to your life. So each one of these videos, I am praying for discernment and that God leads, guides, and protects my life and your life, and just, you know, gives me the right things to say. I think that was one of my biggest fears, is saying the wrong thing or being so out in the open that, well, I know it's going to create a new life for myself. I know that this is going to be something far beyond. I know that God is opening doors I cannot see right now. He is creating opportunities for me that I'm already so grateful for. I don't care what they are. Because if it's an opportunity from him, it's good. Because what is he? What is God? Good. And all the time he is good. That's it. He's never nothing less than that. So even when we think that things are going bad for us, no. Guess what's going to come? Good. It ain't going to be bad forever. You got to go through the bad to strengthen your character. You got to go through the bad to build you up. You got to go through the bad to prepare you for what's to come. You got to go through them things. It's unavoidable. Life is a journey. It's a marathon. It's not a race. Ain't no finish line. You're going to be running towards the finish line for years. I'm only 24 and I feel like I've been running for 60. Trust me. It's hard. I'm tired. I've been sprinting. Right now, God been telling me to walk, but I've been sprinting. I'm for real. He's been like, Ocean, okay, slow down. You gonna get there. Slow down. I'm like, but why not now? Why I gotta slow down now? Can we go a little faster? See, I'm used to the fast life. I'm used to always being on go. I'm always 90 to nothing at all times. So learning to slow down and just be here, be right here in this moment where we are right now, that's hard. But it's something I need to learn because, yeah, I'm probably going to be 30 in 6 more years. And I'm going to look back to the now, and I want to be able to remember the good moments. I want to be able to reflect on these memories. I want to be able to remember, because a lot of times we're lost in the sauce and we're not living in the present moment. We're not living in the right now. We're not aware of our surroundings or the things going on around us. There is a quote I came up with when I first started the spiritual awakening, and it was, I now see the world as it is and not what it seems to be. And what I mean by that is, a lot of us have on rose-colored glasses. The object behind this talk show is to prayerfully open your eyes. Remember that quote. Write it down if you need to. And I want you to be able to see the world as it is and not what it seems. But it's nothing I can force upon you. It's nothing I can take my clear colored and replace them with your rose colored to help you. That's something I also cannot do for you. You must be willing and open-minded enough to do that part yourself. I just pray that all of my evidence, all of my confirmations, all of God and who He is enough for you to be willing to do so. I believe that on this show, we will eventually go through a journal series as well to kind of help with evidence. I'm a researcher. So just like you, if I hear something for the first time, let me go look that up. Let me go see. Because a lot of times of what you've heard is not always right. So you always shouldn't just go with what someone says. You should always ask questions. A lot of people I know do not like that about me. I ask questions. I need to fully understand. What are you talking about? Why did you say that? Why do you think that? That's important. So I don't wish that you would just go with what I say and just move forward with it. I pray that you believe me, because again, I only speak truth. I know nothing but truth. But at the same time, I'm okay with you doing your own research to further your own understanding. That's necessary. That's important. So, thank you for just being here and actually watching this video this long, to make it this far already and learning into the steps of learning yourself and who you are. I've taken my power back. I've taken my power back from everything that has hurt me, from everything that has caused me pain, from everything that wished bad upon me, from everything that never saw me in the light that I always knew I was. I am light. I am powerful. I am love. I am God's beloved. I am chosen. That is who I am. That is who you are if you claim it to be. So I'm loving this journey because I'm loving me. And there's a lot of tears. There's a lot of loneliness. There's a lot of sad days. There's a whole lot of happy days, a whole lot of joy. I am joyful. This is the first time in a long time although I'm isolated, I haven't been isolated. What I mean by that is I've been to myself, but I've been experiencing the world outside by myself. And a lot of times, although I'm by myself, guess what God sends me? People to love me when I'm outside by myself. So I never end up by myself, even though I'm outside by myself. And even in those experiences, that's enough for me. That's love. I met a new brother and sister. I pray that my light gave them some light. I pray that even if we spoke for 5 minutes, that was enough to make them smile. That was enough for them to remember me, to remember God. Because I also want everyone to know, watching my shows, that this isn't me. I'm just the vessel. It is God who I speak for. It is God who I speak of. When I say He, please know that there is only one He, and it is He. It is Him. It is the King. It is the Messiah. It is the King of all kings. It is the Almighty. Okay? So I have so much to share. So I was saying, I'm definitely going to do a journal series here on the show where eventually I'll go through my journal, which stems from like 3 years ago. I wish and pray I still had the journal back from when I was in middle school and high school. That would be so great. But unfortunately I don't, and that's okay. But I do have my journal entries from like 3 years ago, and we're gonna lead them up until now and just see a lot of signs and confirmations. It is so important that you pay attention to the things around you, because nothing, absolute nothing, happens for no reason. Everything around you is in alignment with the path God has for you and chose for you. But again, you have to open your eyes. So I'm gonna help you. I pray that you take my help. Don't be like me when people be offering you help. You're like, I can do it. I got it. I don't need you. I got it. I was in the gym the other day. This is why I know I need to still work on that part. I was in the gym and I was doing front squats for the first time, but the bar was too high. So when I took it off and put it on me and I wanted to go put it back, I went, my lash keep getting stuck. I wasn't really strong enough in that area to lift up further enough to sit it back on the bar. So I began to tilt. Me and the bar was tilting. Gratefully, God sent me another brother. And he came running in just in the nick of time, y'all. I promise you, just in the nick of time, he grabs it. Which another man was in there, but I did not yell help. So another man was in there with me, actually, but a man came in just at that nick of time and grabbed the bar for me. And the other guy's like, I was not paying attention. I'm so sorry. I was like, no, it's not you. I should have screamed. I should have voiced. But I didn't. He was like, we know that you got it in here, but you can ask for help, Ocean. And I'm like, okay. So I'm gonna ask for help in the gym. But that's just what I'm here for. I'm just to spread a little light, a little love, because I'm full of love and I got so much of it to give. Right now I'm just learning in what areas I need to give my love and in what areas I have to give my love from a distance. I'm learning what, when, and where to put and place my energy, and what, when, and where not to place my energy, because we are all balls of energy. You are nothing at the middle of your core but a ball of light. So if I am light, guess what you are? Light. So we just bounce off each other's energies, but a lot of people are not pure of energy. There are a lot of devils walking around. There are a lot of vampire energies walking around. there are a lot of energies who are just wanting to take your energy because you're vibrating high. A person that is vibrating high must only surround themselves around people who are vibrating high. Because if we're all bouncing off the energies around us, if you surround yourself around low vibrational energy, guess what your energy is going to do? Vibrate low. So you can't. And guess what? Sometimes that means changing your circle, losing the friends that you have known for years. Stop going around your family that much. Yes, stop going around your family that much. Yes, I said it. Stop going around your family that much. They doing the things you don't do no more. If they ain't really uplifting you, it's always something slick. There's a lot of slickness in them jokes. Stop going around them folks. If your boyfriend intimidated by you, he talk more about your money than he talk about his, stop being around them folks. It's important. You got envious, you got jealousy, you got hate. And what are all those things? The opposite of love. So you gotta surround yourself around love, real love. Not love that's gonna validate you. Not love that's gonna agree with you. Love that's real with you. Love that when they close the door, they say the same things with the door open and the door closed. Love, real love, is so amazing to feel, but you have to feel it with yourself first. You have to love yourself first in order to even know or experience what real love looks like. It's a necessary step. So that's important. Back to the devil. The devil wears many masks. Many, many masks. He could be laying next to you in the bed. He could be preaching to you at the church. He could be coming to your birthday parties. He could be your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother. The devil can be many things, especially when you are a blessed person. So that's how I get tricked a lot. Because I'm such a blessed person and he know he can't get to me, guess what he do? He get to the people around me. He target the people around me that he can influence. And it's so funny. A lot of times I already say what I know without really knowing. And if you know where I'm going with that. But the other day I was talking and I was like, see, the devil be using you. The devil be using y'all to come after me, and I know it, I feel it, I see it. I have a video on the Ocean Flow page. Not only do we have this Ocean Flow Talk Show YouTube channel, but we also have already been posting short reels that you can also go watch for everyday inspiration. I think it's about 60 videos on there now. You can go check it out at the Ocean Flow. I will drop it here and in the comments and the bio. So please follow us if you'd like. Also, Ocean Eyes with a Z is my Instagram for my lash extensions business. I would love for you to follow us there. So much going on, and I pray that you all support us dearly. And I will support you all. So I know that I have already said so much, and I pray that even in this first video, you know what we're gonna be speaking on. I pray that I kept you intrigued and interested. And clearly, if you've made it this far, you are interested and you love and are listening to what I have to say. So I don't really know in what way, path, or how this is all gonna play out. Because even now, I don't know if my setup is eventually how my setup is going to be. But it was time for me to stop trying to be perfect and contemplating on how to do this, when to do this, what to talk about. God kept saying, just get in front of the camera. Like, it's gonna work. Like, you're gonna just start saying the things I need you to say regardless. Like, why do you keep overthinking? Why do you keep overthinking, Ocean? So I'm like, you're right. Just do it. What, like Nike says, just do it. Literally, just do it. You never know what could happen. You never know. Like, you just don't know. And I think that's our also like our biggest fear is not knowing, like, what's to come, what's gonna happen if I do this. I want to know, but that's also like God's little surprise. He doesn't tell you until you get there. Oh, so going back to a sermon that pastor, I love my pastor. Shout out to Pastor Jeremiah at the Way Church in Athens, Alabama. I love you, Jeremiah and Beth. I love me some Jeremiah and Beth. But I remember him saying this thing to me. He was like, that's just like if you have a child and you are getting on a train. Y'all are catching a train together. Do you give your child that train ticket before you get on the train or when you get on the train? The right answer would be wait until you get on the train to give the child the ticket, because the ticket might get lost. The child might lose the ticket before y'all even make it to the train. So that goes back to saying, like, God don't show you or tell you or give you everything that you need when you feel you need it. He waits till you get to the destination, because you might lose it. You might not know what to do with it when he first, gives you that idea or something. But eventually, you'll get the ticket and you'll get on the train and you gonna go and you gonna flow. So, thank you, Jeremiah, for that word. I'm gonna always remember that. That was a necessary lesson there. That's why we got to practice patience. I am patient. I am kind. I am caring. I am joy. I am grace. I am faithful. I trust in God. Trusting in God, that's what you got to do. You got to remain faithful. You got to believe, and you got to trust in God, because he going to get you there. It might be a lot going on. It might be a lot of storms. It might be a lot of tsunamis. But you gonna get there in due time, in God's timing, because his timing is everything. He knows when and where. He can't give it to you now because you might not be ready for it just yet, but you gonna get there. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this opportunity. I'm so excited for this new endeavor. I am beyond blessed. I am beyond favored. And I can't wait to continue to share this journey with you all. And I can't wait to hear about you all's journey. Definitely going to talk about how I knew I was going through a spiritual journey, when it started, how it started, the things I've adjusted to, the things I've done to grow it, all those things. All the juiciness. All the juiciness of Jesus. Yeah. So, be mindful of who you surround yourself with. If you're vibrating high, we want to keep surrounding ourselves around high vibrational people, because the devil does wear many masks. Okay? So, and that's sad. But everybody can't go where God's trying to take you, baby. That's just how it works. Just like you can receive somebody else's karma, you think God want to give somebody else your blessing because you want to surround yourself around them? Oh no, he'll let you go on your own will and your own way until you decide you're ready for him to step back in. When you're ready for him to step back in, that means you got to sacrifice that one person you wanted to be surrounded by. But just know you're going to receive a blessing in return. So God not going to bless other people when he's trying to bless you, especially those that don't deserve a blessing at that time. I love you. I thank you again. I'm going to keep saying thank you because I thank you. Thank you, God, for this journey, this opportunity. And that's a wrap. Tell me what you think. I love y'all. Once again, I am Ocean, and we are the Ocean Flow. Where we go as we flow, and we flow as we go. What y'all know about that Ocean Flow?